Americans' debt payments continue to go out of control. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into the content, guys, I need two favors from you. Just two favors real quick, please. Remember to like the video. And second off, guys, I'm making that push to my first 1,000 subscribers. I need your help to keep growing. So if you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button and join the community. Frank Talks Money. Came across an article I want to share with you guys. This information is really important. The article says that Americans' debt payments continue to surge since the pandemic. And why is this, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'm here to explain to you why Americans are in the situation that they are in with consumer debt. Since the pandemic and high inflation, the high inflation has really set us back as a nation. Right now, the average person with high inflation is paying an average of about $350 per month more than they were paying in 2020 and 2021. As we all know, inflation started to go out of control in 2022. All that free money, guys, we all should have known this was going to come back to roost, and the government was going to get their money back. Businesses was going to get their money back in one way, shape, or form, and that's why we're paying the price with high inflation. There was too much money just given away, and stimulus checks, PPP loans, and things of that nature. And I told everybody back then, this money isn't free. They're going to get their money back from us one way or another. But that's another topic for another time. So guys, I just want to let you guys know where we are as a nation with our debt and spending. Like I said, right now the average household is spending about $350 more per month because of high inflation. And the thing is, inflation is starting to tame. So let's just hope that it continues to come down. But right now, guys, on an average, on consumer debt, this is where it's really hurting Americans. Americans' debt keeps surging. And it keeps surging because of inflation, one. And we keep taking out loans. We keep going into debt, guys, with these high interest rates. So just let me share this information with you real quick. Right now, the average amount it costs to service of monthly debts is around $1,600 to $1,800. If you got a mortgage payment, the average mortgage payment in America right now is about $1,800 a month. Mortgage is not consumer debt. But when you think about the average car payment at $700 a month, the average personal loan is about $500 a month. The average student loan is about $300 a month. The average credit card payment is about $350 a month. When you add those up, guys, it comes to about $1,800 a month. And like I said, roughly, we are spending somewhere between $1,600 to $1,800 a month to service our debts. Guys, that is a lot of money servicing debt per month. And a lot of it, like I said, guys, inflation has something to do with it. But a lot of it is because we're not paying off our credit cards monthly. We have student loan debt. And we're going out and buying these high-ass cars, paying these high-ass car payments. Guys, as long as you continue to dabble in consumer debt, you can never build true wealth or any type of financial independence whatsoever. It just won't happen because you don't have the money to invest. It's all going out servicing debts. So until we can become a nation of savers versus a nation of spenders, the majority of us will continue to build no wealth and no financial freedom whatsoever. Guys, just take a look around. Where do you see your finances at right now? Where will you be in the next 5 years? Where will you be in the next 10 years? Just really think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Where will you be in the next 5 to 10 years financially? If you're struggling now, do you want to be struggling 5 to 10 years from now? If not, you need to make some serious financial decisions and start servicing your financial life better. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. It all starts here, ladies and gentlemen. You have to change the way you think about money. See, wealthy people, financially free people, they don't go into debt. They take their money and build assets. If this is your first time on my channel, 14, 15 years ago, I was broke as a joke, and I tell everybody about this. But 14 years later, I don't worry about money anymore. I do what I want, when I want, buy what I want. I can't go out and spend millions of dollars. I'm not at that point yet. But a $2,000 unexpected bill or repair on my car, a $1,000 emergency. I own a home, so if a washer goes out, a fridge goes out, something happens to one of my vehicles, it's not going to stress me out. It's just a minor inconvenience. Because over the last decade, I've worked my ass off to get out of debt and start building wealth. I invest religiously in my company's 401k plan and in my private brokerage account with Vanguard. I invest religiously every single month. I already know what's coming out of my check going into my 401k, but it's already planned what I'm putting into my brokerage account because I want to grow wealth. I hated being broke, living hand to mouth, as they say. So I decided I did not want to live like that anymore. But like I tell everybody, I'm not rich, but I'm building wealth. So let's talk about 5 financial principles that can get you to this point, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, you got to live on a plan. You have to make a plan and you have to set goals for your financial future. With no goals, you have no roadmap, guys. You need to have a roadmap to get where you want to go. Number 2, you got to budget your money. You can't just go out and just spend money all nilly-willy and not know where it's going. Stop all this frivolous spending. Have a plan for your money. Budget your money. I don't look at a budget as being restrictive. I look at a budget as just being organized and me knowing where my money is going and not wondering where it went. When you focus in on that, guys, you will stop the frivolous spending, I guarantee it. Number 3, stop accumulating more debt. Just stop it. Stop accumulating more consumer debt. Stop adding to the credit cards. Stop going out and buying these high-priced cars. Stop taking out these personal loans. If you own a home, stop taking equity out of your home. Stop it with the HELOCs and things of that nature. It's more debt, guys. Just stop it. Then number 4, start eliminating your debt. Bill by bill. Creditor by creditor. I use the snowball effect. I used the Dave Ramsey's snowball effect. I wouldn't say I did the whole Dave Ramsey plan because as he would call me Dave-ish because I still believe in using credit cards. I just pay them off every single month. I don't have credit card debt. Dave doesn't believe in credit cards. I stashed away more than a $1,000 beginner emergency fund. I stashed away like $3,000 once I got started because I was more comfortable with that. You know, when I started doing that, I probably only had, we didn't have, because I was married at that time, we didn't have student loans. And my credit was so bad anyway, we really didn't have thousands and thousands of dollars of credit card debt. We may have had like 15,000, which that's probably about the norm anyways. But 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we really started buckling down. Our credit card debt was probably about 13, 14,000. So it wasn't that daunting to pay off. But it was spread around different cars. The couple cars we had, we just let them get repoed. I don't recommend doing that, but that was our choice. We just said, hell, we're late on payments anyway. The cars, we owe more on the cars than what they're worth. So we just said, you know what? We'll just let the cars go back and we'll just buy a couple of hoopties until we save up more money to buy better cars. That's what I did. I don't recommend doing that. But at that time, like I said, our credit was shot anyway. Our credit was bad anyway. It's like, who cares? But then here's a good thing about that, though. After we let those cars get repoed, then like 3-4 years down the road, I was able to settle those cars for half of what we owed anyway. So I think it benefited us in the end anyway. So, but that's what we did. And then number 5, guys, number 5, once you do all of that first 4, after you live on a plan, set some goals so you have a roadmap. Number 2, you start budgeting your money so you know where it's going. Number 3, you stop accumulating more debt. Stop accumulating more debt. Number 4, you start working on eliminating your debt. And then number 5, you start building wealth. You save for 3 to 6 month emergency fund. You have money to access. And you don't have to go and grab a credit card to take care of the emergency. You have cash money to do it. Then you get that emergency fund going, then you start investing, guys. I use index funds to invest in. That's what I use. You guys, that when you get to this point, you decide what you want to use. But I use index funds. They're easy to understand, easy to use, easy to set up. I use an index fund at work, the S&P 500 index fund, in my work 401k. And in my brokerage account, I use the total stock market index fund. I use those 2 items to build my wealth. My eventual goal, my next goal, once interest rates come down, is to get into real estate. I want a couple rental properties. But I'm going to wait till interest rates come down before I dive into the real estate. But guys, there are 3 main ways to get wealthy, and every wealthy person does one or a combination of the 3. Long-term investor, they're in real estate, and they start a business. Every wealthy individual does one of those 3 or a combination of all 3. Even doing one can make you wealthy. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning into my video today. I really appreciate the support. Remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm on making that push to my first 1,000 subscribers. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. One thing you're going to get from me, guys, is just honesty and transparency. I'm just an average guy on here, just trying to give people information on how to better their financial lives. Whether you take the information, that's on you. That's your decision. You are in control of your financial future. So with that, guys, thanks again. Remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out.